once roamed the halls of News 8, and while doing so, he was always a musician, a singer-songwriter with his now late wife. Now he's hitting the road, writing and recording songs on his own, paving a new future. Here's a taste of his brand new song, Carolina Boy.
Carolina boy, can you hear it calling? The sound of the wind whistling through the pines, sending me back to the land I come from. Just follow those honeysuckle vines. I'll never keep that.
And my guest is John Roll. John, welcome.
Hello, Ann. Nice to see you.
So nice to see you. All right. You were roaming around the halls, as I just said. I had no idea you were born in North Carolina.
Yes, Charlotte, and I was born in a hurricane, as the lyrics to the song says, 1955 Hurricane Diane.
Now, we knew you your whole life with your late wife, Paula, whom we all loved, and you were the rock and rolls, and you wrote songs, you played songs, you performed all over the place. Tell me about those times when you think of Paula and you.
It was great. We had to get babysitters for our daughters, except when we played at Diglio's in Hamden. They had a pool table back in the back, so they learned how to play pool back in the back at Diglio's. But those times were great. One thing that comes to mind is we were playing at Eileen's in Old Saybrook, and there was a place called the White House next door, and all the staff got off of work at 11. We played till 1, and they came over, about 25 or 30 of them, and just loved the music. They made us play a whole second set and filled the tip jar nicely, so that was
Was it music that brought the two of you together, or was it more than that?
Well, we met in graduate school for communications at BU in Boston, and Paula was a singer in her own right, classically trained, musical theater primarily, and she had been in a group called the Fontaines, kind of a function band, weddings and such, and I was just a coffee house performer. It was a great time back then because you had all the popular people in pop music, whether it was Elton John or Jim Croce or Loggins and Messina, the Eagles, all those folks, acoustic guitars and harmonies, and that was just what I loved and still do.
All right, what pushed you now to go to Nashville, select your own musicians, your singers, and record this song? How'd that happen?
Well, you know, I had been trying for years and trying to get that sound out of my computer in the office at home, and it just wasn't really happening for me. So I investigated going down there. It's very competitive, the industry down there, and a lot of the studios have packages for singer-songwriters to come down and either perform their music in the studio or hire people to do it for them. And the way these folks play and sing, it's just incredible. So,
what are your hopes and dreams now, post Paula, and we all miss her? You want to be a songwriter for anybody, for any genre?
I would think so. I have a very broad liking of different kinds of music, but primarily acoustic rock, getting into country. It can get more into theatrical stuff with violins and cellos and whatever. I'm a big Josh Groban fan, so kind of
who isn't?
Who isn't? But you know, so it's you know, kind of a varied style of music, but country music is kind of hot, and it gets back to what I loved back in the early 70s, which was the acoustic guitars and the songwriters. And John Denver, Jim Croce, I mean, I could just sit here forever.
It was a wonderful time. All right, you've recorded how many songs in Nashville now? 3
professionally, super duper.
All right, and you're going to go back down there, you said?
Probably in the springtime. I'm going to record some unplugged versions this winter, see how they sound, and go back and do another package of 3 and see what happens with those. But in the meantime, I'll develop a website, and I must say my friends and colleagues a lot from Channel 8 have just been so supportive and just saying, hey,
we want to see you make it big, John.
That's right.
Much luck to you.
Well,
and I can't wait to hear the rest of the songs. Carolina Boy is awesome. And the first time I heard it, I called you up, and here you are.
That's right. So thank you so much, Ann. Great to see you.
You take good care.
You too.
And if you'd like to know more about Carolina Boy and John Roll, go to WTNH.com.